Thank you. Good afternoon. How y'all doing? It's a little lackluster for whatever time it is this afternoon. How y'all doing? That's a little bit better. All right. Later on, I'm going to do a demonstration here for you folks. I'm going to give you a usable technique that you can take home with you today. That's what I like to do with every one of my speeches. But before we do that, let's have a little bit of fun. I want everyone to get a good, clear view of the center of my spiral wheel. I'm going to step back here. So do me a favor. Place your feet flat on the floor, your hands in your lap so they are not touching. Sit up straight. Get a good, clear view of the center of my spiral wheel. Don't worry, I'm not going to hypnotize you, so don't get freaked out just yet. It's going to take about 30 seconds or so to do this. I promise you, give me that 30-second period. I'll show you something that's really cool. Because I'm going to count backwards from 10 to 1. When I reach the number 1, I simply want you to look up at my head when I reach the number 1. Counting backwards from 10, 9, 8, 7, now down to 6, 5. You may notice a tunneling-like effect. That's good. 4, 3, 2, 1. Look up at my head. I told you that would be cool. Yeah, Mom and Dad told me whenever I spoke and performed never to get a big head. Yeah, I didn't listen to them too much. Now, you see what changing your focus can actually do for you. You have a visual representation of changing your focus, changing your world. That's the talk that we've heard a lot here today. And there's a specific reason for that. There's a specific reason why all of this stuff happens. It's based on your unconscious mind. It's things that your unconscious mind can do and use and get programmed for. So if you have the opportunity to focus on something, focus on your cans and not your cans. Focus on your wills, not your won'ts. Focus in on your do's and not your don'ts. Now, this goes way beyond just the power of positive thinking. It's way beyond that. It's actually programming your subconscious mind. I'll give you an example how easy this is to do. I'm going to show you how you've all been programmed here today. Everyone complete the next set of sentences for me. They're from commercials. Nationwide is, you're in good hands with, melts in your mouth, not. You have been effectively programmed through television commercials to do that. So I'm going to show you how to program yourself for goals. That's much more beneficial to change your focus to that than it is for something else. So let me give you an example. One of the easiest techniques you can do uses something that every single one of you probably has on your person right now. We've heard a lot of negative stuff about it today. I'm going to show you how to use it for something positive. It's your cellular phone. There is a memo function, an audio recording function on your cellular phone. If you take a moment to write down your goals in a positive way, positive affirmations, I make cold calls easy. Picking up the phone is easy for me to do. I enjoy making sales calls. And record that for a period of 10 minutes. If you want to get really fancy, throw on some background music, some soft music in the background. You'll have an audio recording of yourself for 10 minutes. It'll take about 30 minutes to do this up front. If you don't have your goals written down already, it'll take a little bit longer than that. But you write down your goals, record it for a series of 10 minutes. Now, the cool part is after that initial investment of 30 minutes, you do not have to take a 10-minute time frame out to do everything that happened here at all. All you have to do is play it while you're driving around in your car, while you're exercising, while you're in the shower, walking to and from different appointments. If you do that for a period of 30 days, you will have the same net psychological effect of those television commercials. So why not change your focus on the goals and success? Use that phone for potentially good stuff. And that's because you're programming your unconscious mind. Now, you may be wondering what these chairs are doing up here. I'm actually going to show you one way that you can actually program your mind using a little self-hypnosis. Don't let the word fool you. Most of us hypnotize ourselves many times a day. Let me give you an example. Have you ever drive down the highway, lost in your thoughts, listen to the radio, you almost miss your highway turnoff? You are in a mild state of trance, a mild state of hypnosis. Have you ever tried to get the attention of someone who's watching a television program as you walk in the door? They barely hear you. John, John, John. Finally, they snap out of trance. You're literally hypnotizing yourself throughout a number of things today. So I'm going to just show you how to use it put it to good use. Now, earlier in the presentation, before I had a chance to mingle, I had a chance to come around and talk to a couple of people before the presentation started. There was a specific reason that I was doing this. I was looking for some potential volunteers. I would like you to come up on stage if you wanted to. I was looking for a couple potential volunteers. I would like you to come up if you want. No one's ever forced to come up. I would like it if you would come up as well. I think it would be awesome. Linda, I didn't bring a chair, okay, but I know that you are interested in doing it. If you want to, you're more than welcome to come on up. I'll do it with you as well. Yeah, we'll get another chair. Yeah, absolutely. She was very, very excited about this. Now, this is kind of cool. Here's what we're going to do. Let me pull up the chairs over here. I'll grab one for you. And let's do this. I'm going to slide the chairs down just a little bit more for you here if you'd stand up. Right down here. Right here. Oh, there, right there, and right there. All right, let me put it right next to you there. Perfect. Now, I do want to make you 3 promises. No one is ever forced to participate in my programs. No one's ever forced to participate. Promise number 1. Promise 2, when you do come up here, you will feel more relaxed than you ever have in your entire life. Promise number 3, no one ever up in my presentations are ever humiliated. All right, so I was doing a couple tests earlier today. I had a chance to meet some of you. Some of you, I only for a brief. Now, Linda, I know you well. She's one of your representatives here at Red Propeller. What is your name?
Hannah.
Oh, nice to meet you. Take a look at your hand. Take a look at the lines in your hand. Take a look at one spot on your hand. I want you to imagine that spot being magnetized, pulling closer and closer to your forehead, pulling and tugging. Tugging and pulling, getting closer and closer together. The more you try to resist, the quicker it goes in, pulling and tugging, and sleep all the way down. Floating, drifting, feeling wonderful in every single way. Perfect. Looking awesome. What is your name, sir?
Clint.
Clint, nice to meet you as well. Thanks for volunteering. I appreciate that. Clint, here's what I'd like you to do. I'd like you to place your hand right on the palm of my hand. Push down for me if you would. Look right here at my eyes. Take a deep breath in. Close those eyes. Exhale and sleep all the way down. Just allow yourself to go limp, loose, completely relaxed. Isn't that looking cool?
No.
It does. No, it's looking very, very well. Perfect. Why don't you just lay you right on over here, a little bit better over there. Floating, drifting, feeling much more wonderful in every single way. You remember this from earlier in the day, don't you? Yep. I'm going to have you hold on to that for me if you would, please. Linda, it's nice to have you up here as well. Do you actually know her over here? How many of the representatives do you know over here? No, you know all of them. How long have you known them? Sleep all the way down, completely limp, loose, and relaxed, floating, drifting, feeling wonderful in every single way. I want you to imagine that pendulum now drifting forward and back, doubling your relaxation, feeling even better. Forward and back. I'll help it along right here. Forward and back. Absolutely. Take a deep breath in for me. Watch that pendulum go in circles now as I'm counting backwards from 5, 4, 3, take a deep breath in, exhale, 2, 1, and sleep all the way down. Floating, drifting, feeling wonderful. No, totally cool. Allow it to relax and drift and fall. Floating, drifting, feeling wonderful. No, you're good to go. Floating, drifting, doubling your relaxation with every breath I take. I am going to go ahead and send you on back over here. Yeah, perfect. Oh, you're totally wonderful. Floating, drifting, feeling wonderful. Yeah, I'm going to have you over there as well. Perfect. You're good to go. Perfect. So I have a couple volunteers here, a couple people. I'm going to show you something out of my stress reduction speech now. Here's the idea. These folks are in a mild state of trance now. I'm going to show them how to relax 10 times deeper. I want you to relax now with starting from your toes, all the way from your toes. Allow your arch of your foot to relax in your heel. Allow them to completely relax. That's right, floating, drifting, feeling wonderful. Allow that relaxation to continue up over your knees. Make your knees so relaxed that if you tried to sit up, you'd probably just fall over. That's how relaxed I want you to make your knees. That's right, you're doing wonderful. Continue that relaxation now over to your midsection and your lower back, feeling wonderful in every single way. There's nothing you want more than that relaxation. Nothing you need more than sleep. And find you can just let go deep down into your unconscious mind. Allow that relaxation to continue up over your shoulders, up over the back of your head, all the way to the top of your head, doubling that relaxation, absolutely. Now relax the most important part of your body, your mind. Allow your mind to relax completely, pushing out all thoughts, and as you do, notice how good you feel. Now, these volunteers up on stage are about as relaxed as they could possibly be and still be breathing. Changing your focus can change the world around you. Right now, they're feeling limp and loose. They're feeling relaxed because I've given them the suggestion to feel limp, loose, and relaxed. What would be the opposite of limp and loose? Stiff, tension. Would it then make sense that if I change the image in their mind from that being limp and loose to being stiff and rigid, we could change the result, their outcome, their world. Just the individual here, extending out your hand, bonded, welded, glued, stuck tight to your hand. Bonded, welded, glued, stuck tight like a bond of steel, like a bar of steel. Bonded, welded, glued, stuck tight. Just the individual here, bonded, welded, glued, stuck tight, all the way down, just like a bar of steel. Iron, bonded, welded, glued, stuck tight. Perfect. Bonded, welded, glued, stuck tight. Now you see a visual image, a visual discrepancy from that going from limp and loose to stiff and rigid. If you can take that and use it for goal setting, for stress reduction, for leadership and communication skills, would make sense for you to learn something along this line. Now, do me a favor. James, come up here real quick for me, if you would. I want you to test this out. Bonded, welded, glued, stuck tight. Don't wang down on the arm. I want you to just push down on it. How does that feel?
Good.
It does, and it feels stiff, right?
Yes.
Absolutely. Now, this is the weird part. If any of you folks are used to physics, check it out. James, if we start, you know that this is a lever, this is a fulcrum. As we go upwards and outwards, all right, it increases exponentially. So it's not +1 + 2 times 2. It's ×1 × 2 × 3. I want you to push out here. Push down. How does that feel?
Different.
Different, but still stiff, still rigid, yes? I want you to try to emulate what she's doing, okay, with your hand, I want you to, come over here for me. Come over here, James. Come on over here. Bonded, welded, glued, stuck tight. James, put out your hand. I want you to emulate what Linda's doing, okay? Try to do exactly what she's doing. I'm going to do the same thing you did to her just a second ago. The only thing is I'm going to use 2 fingers. You let me know when you're ready. You see if you can produce as much power. Now, remember, we're taught that women typically have less upper body strength, all right? I'm going to use 2 fingers. You let me know when you're ready. Not even close. But she can do it. Try it again. She can do it because in her mind, it is a bar of steel welded to her shoulder. James, a nice round of applause. Thank you very much. Keep going for James. Ladies up on stage, as I count to 3 and down to 1, you're going to relax and double your relaxation, letting those arms fall. 3, 2, 1, and sleep all the way down, all the way down. All right, let's try something else here. Let's try this. Just the individual that I am touching now. Hand is now stuck to the back of your neck. Bonded, welded, glued, stuck tight. You will not pull the back of your hair. You will not pull your neck, but that hand is now stuck. Bonded, welded, glued, stuck tight to your head. All right, let me ask you a question. This is out of my leadership and communication speech. What is a motivator of people? Give me some motivators of people. Who said money? Money is an extremely poor motivator of people. I'm going to show you how in a moment. My volunteers up on stage. I'm going to count to 3. You're going to open your eyes, double your relaxation. 1, 2, 3, eyes open. Good, perfect. You can sit up. Absolutely, absolutely. Doubling your relaxation, feeling even better. How you feel?
Good.
Good. It does feel good. It feels nice. How are you feeling?
Good.
Can I get you anything?
Water.
Water. Can I have a glass of water? We'll work on that for a second. Let me see if I can do that. Would you do me a favor? What's going on here?
It's supposed to be there.
It's supposed to be there. For any particular reason?
No.
No. Can you take it off so we can proceed with the presentation?
No.
I'll give you an advantage. You can try with that hand, but the more you try, the harder it becomes.
You could just proceed.
I could just proceed. I'll give you $20 if you can remove the hand. $20 if you pull it off. The more you try, the harder it is. Here, let's do this. Perhaps it need a visual demonstration here. Let's try this one out. We've got $100. All you have to do is take the hand off your head. The more you try, the harder it becomes. In fact, you're going to realize the higher up the money bet goes, the more difficult it becomes. 200, 300, 300. All you have to do is take it. 400, 500, $500. $500. Just take the money with the other hand. How many people think money is a good motivator of people? Absolutely not. Both of you right up here, take a deep breath, look at me, and just sleep all the way down. That hand just Releasing off now. Perfect. Let me explain why that happened. In her mind, she has an image of her hand being locked to the back of her head. That image is the same image that you keep in your mind if you want to earn $500,000, but in the back of your mind, you always say, I always earn $250,000. Your unconscious image is always going to win out over your conscious mind. Change your focus, change the world around you. My volunteers on stage, I'm going to bring them out of trance now. However, anytime you hear me or anyone say my name, Jason Christopher, you are going to yell out, he's the man. You'll yell it out loud. You'll yell it out proud. In fact, you'll do that until the next speaker takes the stage or you go to the restroom. The instant that restroom door shuts or the next speaker takes the stage, that effect cancels out. Until then, you'll be wide awake on 5. 1, picturing yourself relaxing in your room as you do every single day. 2, becoming more aware of your surroundings, your body temperature returning to normal. 3, feeling a surge of energy fill up your body from the bottom of your feet all the way up to the top of your head. 4, sitting up right now, taking a deep breath in. 5, eyes wide open, feeling completely refreshed and re-energized. Give a nice round of applause. Your volunteers tonight. So we've seen how to program your unconscious mind using repetition, visualization using hypnosis. You've seen that if you can change the focus, you can change your world around you. Folks, if you enjoyed the presentation, my name is Jason Christopher. If you did not enjoy the presentation, I'm Nicki Minaj. Thank you very much. Have a great night. Give a nice round of applause for my volunteers up on stage. Fantastic. Thank you very much. Thank you.